What's up, guys, and welcome to a very special edition of Video Game Pickups with GamingEsquire. As always, I'm GamingEsquire, and as you can see, I've got this nice big bookshelf behind me full of my Sega Genesis collection, and down towards the bottom, you probably can't see it, but I've got my Super Nintendo games and my N64 games, and of course, my autographed picture of Hillbilly Jim. Big Hillbilly fan. I've actually worked out with him a couple times. If I worked out with him, I meant I worked out at the time he was there and talked to him. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm moved into my new place. I'm trying to get my game room together. It's coming together, but I've got another one of these bookshelves I need to get up, and I was ready to do that today, and I realized that it's missing a piece, so I'm going to have to take it back to Walmart and get another one. And I just want to say that I built this myself, and I'm pretty proud of that because I am not a Mr. Handyman normally, but I didn't hammer my finger, I didn't nail my thumb, and it's standing right now, so let's just hope it continues to. And that's one reason why this is a special episode, but I've got another reason. I've got a special guest here today. It's a lady that means a lot to me. She's been integral to my hoarding of video games because she's come to like picking them up for me, and she likes scouring the internet for deals as well, and I'm thankful for that. And you know, I love her a lot. It's my mom. Say hey, Mom.
Hi.
She's never played a video game in her life, but she knows a lot about them now just because of me, and she's come to enjoy picking them up. But anyway, I kind of want to give you guys a quick tour of the room, and then I'm going to show off a few select things that I've gotten. I'll probably actually, in this video, just show off the PS1 games that I brought up from Tennessee, and then, you know, in the ensuing videos, I'll show off some other games I've gotten for different systems. There is one Xbox game I want to show while I'm in this video, though, because it was a pretty awesome pickup. Without further ado, here's the tour. If I can get the chairs out of the way. As you can see, my Sega collection. And on the top shelf, I've got Learning Fun 1 and 2 for the Intellivision, my 32X, and my God of War Ultimate Edition. And there's Hillbilly Jim in all his glory. You come down here to the bottom row, you see the middle row, you see my N64 collection. If you look at the very last game, you'll see a golden glow. That's something to look forward to. And then the bottom there is my SNES collection and a lot of my plug-and-plays. Here in the corner, I've got my Wii stand with my Wii collection on it, as well as my R2-D2. Well, there's actually a bag in the way. I've still got some trash laying around from the move, so trying to get that all straightened out. And then if we come over here, you'll see my PS1 collection. It's there. Scooting on down, you see my Xbox collection. Let's step out a little bit so you can see it a little easier, the whole thing. I've got all my next-gen disc-based games are there. I've got several of big box sets. And as we come over here, we see my NES. What am I trying to say? Bookshelf. You got the box games there. You got my Rob on top, various literature for the NES, and then all my games there. I got a few new ones to show off later in a future video. And then behind me, you see my heaping stacks of GameCube and PS2 games. Those will go on the shelf once I am able to put that one together. But obviously I can't yet. So now let's get in here with the PS1 games, and I'm going to show you guys that few awesome games that I actually picked up. My mom picked up for me in Tennessee. All of these were like $3 a piece or less. So these were all pretty awesome deals. First there was Armored Core. How glary that is. I hope it's not too bad, but just a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, there's that one. There's Armored Core Master of Arena. You can see. And these are all mostly complete in box. They may not be completely. There's Armored Core Project. There we go. Project Phantasma. Why that glares really bad. Hopefully you guys can still make out what it is. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Yeah, there we go. Brave Fencer Musashi, which is one that I've been dying to try out. I've not had a chance to play this game, and I look forward to it. And I've got a game that I absolutely despise because it's got like 8 million characters and like 48 different potential endings. Chrono Cross. And then there's Air Guys. This is a fighter that has Cloud Strife and some other Squaresoft characters in it, so that's pretty awesome. And then there's, of course, Final Fantasy VIII. This one's in really good shape. It actually has the where's it at? Has the mini walkthrough manual there in the back. You tend to find them without that, so it's pretty cool this one had it. And then, of course, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, which is, I believe it's the sequel to Blood Omen, or no, yeah, it's the sequel to Blood Omen. And it's actually a pretty cool game. You're a vampire and stuff, so that's pretty neat. And then Legend of Dragoon. It's an excellent RPG with a pretty cool storyline. I'm really excited to get to play this again. I played it back in the early days of the PS1, so now that I have it, I'm going to get to play it once more. Get that one back in there, I can move on. There we go. And then I got Legend of Legaia. I don't know much about this game. I mean, I know that it's kind of an action RPG, I think. Looking forward to giving it a shot and see what it's like. I've got Metal Gear Solid. All the discs are in this multi-disc container, but it's not the official, case, and I don't have the manual. So hopefully I can find that and be able to have a full, complete copy of Metal Gear Solid. It's a great game. Here's a pretty high dollar one, Ogre Battle. About a $60 game, and it is complete. It's an Atlas game, so you know it's good. You know it's also probably pretty expensive. This is no different. And then I also grabbed not only Parasite Eve 1, but also Parasite Eve 2. I played Parasite Eve many years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I've never played Parasite Eve 2. I've heard it's a bit more of a survival horror game. So we'll see what that's like. I can't wait to play it. And I also got Star Ocean. What is it, the second story? Yeah. Never played this one. The only Star Ocean game I've played is Star Ocean Till the End of Time. That's the one that's on the PS2. I hope this one is a good game. I'm not crazy about the other one, but we'll see. We'll see. Also got a classic. I got Suikoden. It's an RPG. It's by Konami. It's pretty famous for being a good game. There were 5 or 6 total Suikodens. I have 4 and this one. Trying to get the others. And there's also Vagrant Story, another RPG by Square Enix. I've not played this one. Sure, it's good. Seems like Square Enix's RPGs that aren't Final Fantasy usually are pretty good. I mean, the Final Fantasies are good, but they tend to have gone kind of in this direction since 8 and 9. Which I mean, this was a PS1 era game, so it was in the same realm as those. So I'm sure it's good. I just haven't liked the recent entries into the. Really, I haven't liked any of the Square Enix games since like early PS2, but whatever. And then there's Vanguard Bandits, which is also a pretty expensive game. It's like 60 to 70 bucks, I think. And most of these are complete. This is no different. It's complete. It's a working designs game, so it's got the sweet, this actually has the demo CD for Lunar 2. It's got the the awesome artwork for the that was cool for the disc. Working designs, man, they pulled out all the stops. Their stuff is always amazing, and that's why it always commands a pretty high price tag. And then finally, Wild Arms 1. Yeah, let's get it there. There we go. Wild Arms 1 and Wild Arms 2. These are both, I think, about $20 games or so. And there was one more that I was pretty excited about in that line. And that one wasn't in its original case. In its original case, it's about a $150, $200 game. But even in the loose disc form, it's about $100 or $115. What's that game? Suikoden 2. And it also came with the map. Now, this game is very, very hard to find. It's the one Suikoden game that pretty much every collector's missing because it came out in really low print runs. And I haven't had a chance to play it, but this was the reason that I bought that lot of games that I just named off. I think I gave about $110, $115 for all that, and that equated to about $3 or so, $3-4 a piece. And pretty much all of those games, there's a couple more I didn't name that are also $8, $10 games. But pretty much all of those games that I named were at least $15 to $20 games, and so they were definitely worth the price I paid. That's a lot of RPGs to get for the price. And my God, I was excited, especially when I saw this was in the list, because you just can't find this game. I've never had a chance to play it because it's just not that widely known. I mean, it's not that, you just don't find it, especially not, I don't know, Craigslist deal, and not for a reasonable price. So Mom hooked me up with that one. She drove down to meet the kid, and he was a former collector as well. He was getting ready to go off to college, so he was trying to sell off some of his stuff. I hope he doesn't regret it, but he was happy he was going to a home where people would appreciate it. There's one more game that I want to show off that my amazing mom, got for me at a yard sale for $1. And she didn't know, what it was worth, but she thought it looked pretty cool. And she was actually, it's easily the most valuable game in my Xbox collection. It's probably one of the most valuable games on the Xbox. I can't think of any more valuable. I mean, there probably are, but I don't know. But what that game is Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. It's got the manual. It's got the disc. It's got the case. It's about a $70-ish, $60-ish game. Yeah, for $1. Amazing, amazing find at a yard sale. You never know. It was actually in my hometown, my small hometown, back in Tennessee. So it's kind of a park manager game, sort of like Zoo Tycoon or something, but it's Jurassic Park based. So that's pretty cool. I really want to pop this in and give it a shot here. Once I get things a little bit more organized. But yeah, can't wait to give it a shot. And that's probably all I'm going to get through today in this video. Obviously, I'm going to do some more videos on some of the PS2 things I've got, as well as some of the new NES games, probably, and maybe even a few. Yeah, I'm gonna touch on some N64 games in another video. There'll probably be 2 to 3 more videos of stuff that I've gotten that I brought up from Tennessee. Because my collection doubled. My mom brought up 7 tubs. Plastic tubs that I paid for the stuff, but she picked it up for me back from Tennessee. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And I've got a couple other things that I picked up recently myself that I want to show. And I'll do that in the next video, but you know what? I'm going to call it quits here for the night and try to get some sleep. Until next time, this is GamingEsquire. Keep hunting.